Hello and welcome everyone in More to Chess. Today is the final day of prelims and top 8 go for the knockout and others are eliminated. We have this beautiful game played by Caruana with the white pieces and Grischuk with the black pieces. At last Grischuk did a terrible blunder, that's why he lost the game. Let's explore it. Caruana starts with the move d4. Grischuk played knight to f6, knight f3, d5, c4. Black played e6, knight to c3. This is known as the 3 knights variation of the queen's gambit decline. Black plays c6, the opening transposed into semi-Slav defense. White played e3, knight b to d7. White played queen to c2. This is known as Stall's variation of semi-Slav defense. Black reply with the bishop d6, the more active square than bishop e7, with the idea of e5 and c5 in future. White played b3 with the idea of bishop b2, castle, now bishop e2. White can also play bishop d3, but this ran into the move e5 with the threat of e4. But Caruana don't want to play this variation, so he played bishop e2 instead. Black played b6 with the standard idea of putting this bishop on the b7 in this strong diagonal. White castles, bishop to b7, now bishop b2. White also did the same. Queen to e7, connecting these two rooks. Rook a to d1. This move clears that Caruana don't want to play on the queen side, he only wants to play in the center. Black also does the same. He plays the same a-file rook on the d8 square, rook f to e1, both rooks on central files. White plays g3. Since e5 is coming and after takes, black have many threats like knight to g5, queen to h4, and also bishop is eyeing down on this strong diagonal. So white countered all this with the move g3. Now black plays bishop to b4 with the idea of putting this knight on e4, pinning this rook. White plays a3, attacking this bishop. Bishop takes, queen takes, and c5. Black have to play this move at some point. Queen c2, open this diagonal for the bishop and also dodging this tempo move. Black plays c cross d4, white plays e cross d4. Instead of e cross d4, if white plays knight cross d4, then it is bad because the bishop on b7 finally gets the active strong diagonal, and black plays e5 at some point, having slightly better position because of the weak f3 and s3 squares, since the position becomes very open. But he played e cross d4, now rook to c8, pinning this queen and also placing the rook on the semi-open file, which will be open in future, and preventing c cross d5 also. White plays knight d2, since after d takes c4 the diagonal is open, so to exchange the bishop on f3. Now queen d6, bishop to f3, taking control of this long diagonal. Queen to b8, a good place for queen away from both white rooks, since the queen on e7 is pinned by this rook, a queen on d6 is pinned by this rook. Now this move, the queen is very safe and quiet and can attack the white pieces with the a8 square. Now white played queen to d3, unpinning his queen. Queen a8, a very creative maneuvering by Grischuk with the threat of d takes c4, knight takes c4 and taking this bishop. So white played bishop to e2, dodging the threat. Black plays e5. e5 is not a good move because it allows white some activity and tempo moves. Instead, black can play a waiting move like h6, or he can also play a5 with the idea of a4 by destroying the white's queen side pawn structure. But he plays e5. White replies d cross e5, knight cross e5 and queen f5. This is the tempo move, attacking the e5 knight twice and gaining some activity. Now knight e to d7, force move, and bishop f1, a very beautiful nice move, preventing this bishop h1 and then queen g2 mating ideas. And now h6, since the center is open, the white pieces are more centralized and active than their counterparts. Like this queen is on the corner a8 square, so white is better here. Queen f4, binding this d7 knight, because if you play this knight anywhere like f8, then white will just take on f6 and gf6 and queen h6. So this is the idea of this move. Rook takes and rook e8. Black wants to trade as many pieces as possible since white's position is very active and his pieces are cornered on the queen side. Now rook takes e8 and queen cross e8. Queen cross d8 is slightly bad move because it allows queen c7 infiltrating in the black's camp. Instead black can just play knight to e8, preventing this queen c7 and also guarding the g7 square for the future attack. But he played queen cross e8. Now queen c7 attacking this bishop. Queen c8, Grischuk wants to enter in an endgame. Now queen cross c8, bishop cross c8, and white played b4, preventing the knight c5 move. Now bishop to a6, pinning the bishop, try to exchange as many pieces as possible. White played f3, preventing this knight e4 and knight g4 move. Now king f8, king f2, both kings are marching to the center of the board. Now king e7, a4. Here Caruana sets a trap for Grischuk, and Grischuk played king d6. He falls for it. The best move here, we can easily see the very easy tactics, c5 check, and this is the discovery. Instead of king d6, black can play knight to e8, or he can also take on c4. Both are better and the game continues. But after c5, Grischuk resigns the game. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.